7 Information Evening, take 1.
Good evening everybody, Year 7 2021 parents and students. Tony Hurst here, the current principal of Emmaus College. Welcome to this very different evening. Just like everything else in 2020, we can't be here on site together. We would normally have about 750 people in our Tony Frizzer Stadium this evening for this session. So we're going virtual, we'll cover all the same information, and our goal is by the time you have finished watching this, you know most of the ins and outs about starting Year 7 in 2021. As you know, I'm retiring at the end of this year, so I'd like to hand over to Ms. Karen Jebb, our 2021 principal, to say a few words.
Hello, Emmaus students and parents of our Year 7 class of 2021. It is a pleasure to be addressing you for the second time this year as you begin your transition as an Emmaus student and family. I'm looking forward to meeting you all in person. I thank you for choosing Emmaus College as the place you want your education, and I look forward to supporting your learning journey over the next 6 years. Beginning secondary school is an exciting time. You have so much to look forward to in discovering the joys of this exceptional school. Every Emmaus student is special to us, and you are now an integral part of the Emmaus family. Next year is very exciting because you have many new experiences to discover and enjoy. As a Catholic school community, you're called to embrace the faith and traditions of this college. It calls you to be the best person you can be and to develop the wonderful gifts and talents that has been blessed to you by God. Emmaus is a school community where all are welcome, where relationships are founded on Christian love and respect, and all are called to care for those in need and to work for a better world. From the very beginning of next year, we look forward to seeing your involvement in the life of this Emmaus community, which will inspire you in your learning and in your life. So to our parents and guardians of our Year 7 class of 2021, your son or daughter is ready for Year 7. They are ready to be more independent and to embrace the secondary school journey. We find that Year 7 students have incredible enthusiasm for all they do. Our Year 7 curriculum has a broad range of subjects to experience. Different teachers, different rooms, different expectations. It is all part of the learning journey to build a variety of skills. They may not love all their subjects. They might find some more challenging than others, but this is okay. So how can you support them? Well, by encouraging them and affirming them for their effort. Having positive discussions about their learning without focusing on the final result. Allow them to embrace mistakes. This is how they learn. They cannot be good at everything, and this is okay. It is the learning journey. Don't come to their rescue too quickly or too early. Give them a chance to problem solve and to work it out themselves. If they forget a book, their PE uniform, their lunch, it will be okay. They will learn to deal with it. Also, you will find that they will need to make choices, as sometimes they can't do everything. This is okay also. So a final word from me. What we do know is that students learn best when they are in a happy and safe environment. They are connected to the school by being involved in many activities and programs. The school and the family work together in partnership, and that each student believes they are appropriately challenged academically and achieve success in their learning. This virtual presentation will assist you in preparing for this exciting time. My advice to every Year 7 student is get involved in as much as you can and know that we will look after you. I look forward to being part of your journey with us at Emmaus for the next 6 years. God bless, and I hope to see you soon.
Thank you, Ms. Jebb. As well as all the information you'll see on our video tonight, in the next few days we're going to be posting you a detailed array of information. It's going to include the academic assessment test results that the students did recently remotely, language choice letter, your IT email address, information about picking up your school laptop and your school bag, fee structure for 2021, Parents and Friends Association information, information about our 2021 college production Legally Blonde, very importantly the menu for La Strada, our super duper canteen, and there's also information from Catholic Education Melbourne about embracing the fullness of life. So sit back and enjoy the rest of the presentation. I'll hand over now to Anne McLaughlin to lead us in our opening prayer.
As we gather here in the harbour of your safety, we thank you for fellowship and family. We ask that you will strengthen us, restore us, and inspire us with your love. Lord, would you fill us with your peace so that as we journey onwards, we would pour out your love and grace to others. We ask that our souls would catch the wind of your Spirit so that we would take your promises to all the earth. Heavenly Father, may those families new to Emmaus in 2021 experience a warm welcome to the community. Lord, hear us. As our 2021 Year 7 students join us next year, may it be the beginning of a happy and satisfying relationship for all. Lord, hear us. Lord, as we gather in safety and peace this evening, let us keep in mind those whose lives have been shattered by natural disasters and by COVID-19. Lord, hear us. Lord, grant that we will be people of peace in our families, schools, local communities, and our country. Lord, hear us.
One of the subjects we all love talking about as parents is finance. Our finance manager, Mr. Laurie Federico, will now guide you through information concerning fees and charges here at Emmaus for 2021.
Good evening, everybody. Just take this mask off. My name is Laurie Federico, the Finance Manager of Emmaus College, and today I am providing you with a finance update and the impacts on Year 7 2021 families and guardians. Well, we would be in your finance information pack, you will be receiving a 2021 fees and charges summary, 2021 payment options, and school fees and charges guidelines. These are the fees for 2021 for Year 7. Tuition component is $7,200, composite $850, which remains unchanged. Your camp fees $315, and your laptop, with a total of $10,052 for your fees for 2021. If you do have a sibling at your school at the moment, you do receive a discount for one child or the third child, and if you have 4 or more children, they are for free. Also available is non-compulsory charges, which includes charter buses and music tuition. There are 2 options to pay: payment in full by the 12th of February 2021, and an early payment discount of $300 per student will apply if all fees are paid in advance by the 12th of February. The second option is direct debit. You can pay by quarter, monthly or fortnightly, and they will commence on the 15th of February for quarterly and monthly, or the 19th of February for 2021. Further communication regarding this will be made available to you on November or early December, communication by our board, etc. Our guidelines, just to give you the heart of our guidelines that will be impacting on all families at Emmaus, is all fees must be paid for a child to enrol for the enrolment to continue at the school. By agreeing to the terms and conditions of enrolment, the parents and guardians also declare their responsibility for all fees and charges when signing student enrolment forms. A re-enrolment fee of $500 is payable in August each year at the same time as the intention of re-enrolment process. So that will be effect for you for the 2022 year, as you have already paid your $800 for your first year. If by any chance there is a withdrawal of your child, you are required to give a full terms notice in writing to the principal of withdrawal of your student. A withdrawal fee of one term's fees will be charged to that effect. If there is a change of family circumstances which can occur, enrolment signees advise the college immediately. All parties are jointly and severely liable for meeting all college fees and charges. All parties to complete and sign an amended enrolment, and the college reserves the right to automatically split the fee account 50-50 should an agreement not be reached between the signing parties. That would be our last resort, but if there is an area where there is no agreement, the college will make that arrangements for you. School fees and charges guidelines. There is family assistance and fee remission available for students for families that are struggling, and the application is for fee remission consideration, so it's not automated. And families experiencing difficulty to contact either myself or our parent family liaison. And the email and phone numbers are per the slide. The final slide that we would like to present today is the Camp Sports and Excursion Fund. It's just more of a reminder to families, especially if, due to COVID, etc., if you're experiencing financial difficulty and you do hold a healthcare card, CSEF is provided by the Victorian Government to assist eligible families to cover costs of school trips, camps and sporting activities. If you hold a valid means-tested concession card, you may be eligible to apply. And this amounts to $225 per student per annum, which will be paid directly to the college, and we allocate it as a rebate to your camp fees. For further information, I suggest that you visit Victorian Department CSEF website. Thank you, and enjoy 2021.
Our Assistant Principal for Students, Mr. Steve Bourbon, and his team of house leaders will guide your son and daughter throughout next year as Year 7 students. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce Steve to you.
Good evening. I'm Steve Bourbon. I'm Assistant Principal Students here at Emmaus, and it's my really great pleasure to talk about the experience of being in Year 7 and how we'll welcome your child into the Emmaus community. Our goal is for all students at Emmaus to be safe, comfortable and confident. Safe, comfortable and confident to do your very best, to live the potential you have in life, to achieve what it is that you want to achieve. We work to have real, purposeful relationships with families, and in fact our house system contributes to that, because you'll know the house leader through Year 7 and Year 8 and the pastoral teacher also through Year 7 and Year 8, and those relationships then are very, very strong. Let's talk about pastoral teachers and house leaders and houses just for a moment. Soon you're going to find out what house you're in. If you have an older sibling here at Emmaus or a parent who went to Emmaus, then that's likely to be your house. And when we can have you here on site, probably not until the start of next year, we'll have an extensive orientation program where you get to meet us and we can work to help you feel very welcome and very part of our community very quickly. Communication is very important, and we encourage our students and our parents to make that connection with us, as we will encourage it and nurture it with you, so that you feel you can ask us any questions that you have and seek any information that you need. There's some major differences to expect. Secondary school being different from primary school. 6 periods a day. A range of different teachers and different classrooms. Lockers and locks. And if you look at the screen here, you can see an example of how a locker could be and an example of how a locker probably shouldn't be. And we work really hard with you so that your organisational skills are strong and so that you are able to take care of your resources and find what you need when you need it. MLink is our learning management system, the platform through which you receive a lot of your resources and advice and feedback on your work. And we have MLink connections for parents as well, so that you can log in and you can see how your young person's going and in fact the learning that they've got coming up. Homework's always a question that we get asked about, and it's a very, very important one because we've got students coming from primary schools where homework may not have been a priority. In Year 7 to begin with, we're very gentle with homework, but we do start introducing it. And as we get the year underway and deeper into Term 1 and into Term 2, it's not unusual to have about 60 to 75 minutes homework every night for a Year 7 student. So when you think about it, that's about 10 to 15 minutes per period you have in the school day. So usually a couple of activities or some follow-up work to build on the learning that was happening. Or it might be a project that's scheduled over a course of a couple of weeks. If you find that your child is spending more than that on homework, then please let us know. A couple of things could be happening. It could be that your child's putting more time and effort into it than is needed. And sometimes, in the desire to get things right, that can happen. Or it could be that we've got it wrong and we're, across all subjects, giving too much homework. And so having that communication with you helps us always keep that in check and make sure that we're not overwhelming our young people. There's some major differences to expect in terms of how big the campus is as well. And we've got a map up here on the screen just to give you a bit of an overview of just how big our footprint is. You've all visited by this stage, you've all come for open days or for the enrolment process. And so you'll probably have a really good sense that while we might not look all that big from Springvale Road or Hawthorn Road, we are really quite a big campus and we have a lot of students here. But there are a lot of spaces for young people to make their own and to feel comfortable with their friends. We have our basketball courts, we have our downball courts, we have senior recreation areas, and we have recreation areas that our younger people feel more comfortable with. We also have, for our Year 7s, most of their classes tend to be in our Year 7 and Year 8 buildings. So certainly early days, while they're getting a feel of the school and feeling comfortable with the surrounds, they don't have to travel to too many different areas. But we make sure that we show them where they need to go, and we keep reinforcing that and supporting that over Term 1, because we know it's not a matter of being told once and you'll remember it forever. And we know that mistakes will be made and we know that things will be forgotten. So we work really hard to transition or through our transition process that our young people feel comfortable and feel at home and know their way around fairly soon. Uniform, we've got really big expectations and high expectations of how we present ourselves to the world. And our parents spend quite a lot of money buying uniforms. So wearing uniform well and grooming appropriately and being presented well here at school is important. And we'll provide all of that information about how we expect you to present to school. But a really key point to remember, and this is really for our Year 7s, your parents do spend a lot of money on uniform. Look after your uniform, wear it with pride, because it's also a symbol to the rest of the community about you belonging to us, you being one of us, and your pride in us can be shown in how you wear your uniform. Peer support leaders are some wonderful people in Year 10 that you'll get to meet over the start of next year, and they come away on camp with you. And over the course of Term 1 and into Term 2, for at least one period a week, each class has 3 peer support leaders who come to play some games, to help you get to know each other, and to be kind of a big brother, big sister here at Emmaus. An older person you can ask questions of, an older person who's really interested in you doing well and who's got your back here at school. So you'll get to meet them. Hopefully you get to form some really wonderful relationships with them, and that really works for you in feeling welcome and part of our community. So first day, the orientation day, we will spend some time with pastoral teachers, we will meet peer support leaders, and we will make our way around the school and feel very, very comfortable and very familiar with the school. Just a tip for your first day, and we'll keep sharing this information with you as well. You don't need to bring all of your books, you don't need to bring all of your materials on the first day. We don't want to weigh you down with boxes and bags and make it like moving day. It can happen over the course of a few days where we move you and your belongings into your lockers and into school. Parent forums. Coming to secondary school is a big change for parents too. Primary school, you'll be often picking your child up at the gate. The parent community knows each other very, very well, and you find yourself really engaged in what's happening almost day to day in the primary school. Secondary school can be a bit different. You're certainly always very, very welcome here, but sometimes it's your young people who would just prefer you to keep a little bit of distance. We invite you to be involved in the life of the college, and there's a few great ways that you can do it. And the parent forums are one. We have a parent forum at least once every term where we invite speakers here to the school to share with you their wisdom on young people and their learning and young people and growing up. This year, 2020, in the year of COVID, we've streamed these live to parents in their own homes, and what we'd be hoping to do for next year is have a combination of parents who'd like to come on site to see those forums can, and also stream it so that parents who aren't able to get here can see it from home. So that's a development we're hoping to bring next year. The Parents and Friends Association is another great way for parents to be involved in the school, and if you are interested, there's opportunities to inquire about the board and perhaps joining the college board. There's also the opportunity to volunteer in La Strada, our canteen, and there will be, over the course of the year, lots of opportunities for you as a parent to stay involved in the school life and the life of your child here. On MLink, we have a fantastic link, not MLink, sorry, the Emmaus website. We've got a fantastic link to parenting tips. This is a subscription the college has with a renowned psychologist providing tips on how to raise young people and how to support them through the ups and downs of life. And you can see on the screen what that link looks like, and we encourage you to go and check out the articles and resources and advice that's there. I want to speak really quickly about screens and devices. Look, our young people are digital natives, but often it can be like putting the steering wheel of a Ferrari into the hands of the newly licensed. Online, you can range anywhere you like, you can go anywhere you like. And sometimes our young people can find themselves in places and in activities that really aren't appropriate for where they are at their age and stage. The gold standard in Australia for advice and support about online life is the eSafety Commissioner website. We'll keep promoting it through the different communication channels we have with you, but we strongly encourage you to check it out. There's information and advice for you, and importantly, there are tips for when things go wrong. How can you support your child if, in their digital world, in their online life, there are issues that crop up? A couple of things to keep in mind is how long our young people spend on screens. So by 12, 13 years of age, our children can spend up to 30% of their daily, their waking hours on screens. Now that's a massive amount of time, and there will be time spent on screens here at school, of course, learning with devices. So it's important that you as parents establish some ground rules, establish a schedule with your young person, with your child, about having breaks from screens, and importantly, when to be off screens so that they can peacefully enter that nighttime period where they'll be able to sleep and rest and rejuvenate for the day ahead. So I'm going to wrap up now simply by saying that it's wonderful that you are joining our community. We are really looking forward to meeting you all in person. We've met you on screens through a whole range of interviews and meetings, and the opportunity to meet you in person is something we're really looking forward to. You'll find Emmaus to be a wonderful community, and in fact today, as I'm recording this, I've just spent the day interviewing for college captains and college vice captains for 2021, and I can tell you that your children will be coming to a school led by some remarkable student leaders. So it's an exciting place to be, it's a wonderful community, and we're really thrilled that you're joining us. We are all here to help you. Make sure that whatever questions you've got, whatever concerns you have, that you find someone at the school that you can raise them with. Ideally, that will be the pastoral teacher or the house leader in the first instance, but so long as you raise it with someone here, we can make sure that if you need support, you get the support you need. Thank you very much.
Antoinette Sarabelis is our e-learning coordinator. Antoinette will now explain to you all the information concerning ICT and how to manage the online world here at Emmaus.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Antoinette Sarabelis and I am the Head of e-learning here at Emmaus, and I welcome all parents and students to our wonderful world of ICT. My role here today for this brief session is to explain to you the laptop program and to provide you with information around when students can pick up their laptops, usernames and passwords. So you will see that most of you have received a sheet similar to the one that you can see at the moment, which highlights the many platforms we have here at Emmaus. So parents and students will have received separate ones with usernames and passwords. These are default usernames and passwords, and we ask parents to please change your passwords. We ask students not to change passwords at the moment until they receive their laptops in January next year. And while we're talking about the picking up of laptops for next year, there will be sessions where students can pick up their laptop. Now, you will receive a letter very soon regarding the dates and times of the sessions where students can pick up their laptops. It will be the week before school officially starts. So Student Orientation Day will be on Friday, the 29th of January. So the week prior to that, which is before Australia Day, there will be sessions that you can book in. These sessions are important that parents accompany their sons or daughters, because the sessions will explain how to care for their laptops. So they're really important. You will be able to book into these sessions via our website in Quick Links, where it says Year 7 January pickup sessions. Now, the sessions will run at 10 a.m. in the morning for that week and 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We have a limit due to COVID restrictions that we're only accepting 30 students plus their parents in our lecture theatre, so you will be appropriately spaced out. Okay, so that's for the pickup. On Friday, the 29th of January, is the Year 7 Orientation Day. During that day, students will find out or learn or get to know their teacher, get to know their lockers and various other procedures within the school. Towards the end of the day, they will be introduced to the Year 7 laptop program. During that program, students will learn how to use the various platforms we have here at Emmaus. They will learn about the importance of communicating via email. They will also learn how to use MLink, our learning management system, where various resources are stored and where they can upload their work to teachers. So that's a very important program. It starts on the 29th, like I've just said, and on the first Monday, the 1st for periods 1 and 2, that program will conclude. So that is a very special program. We do make sure that students are able to use the platforms very well before they start their classes. Okay. For parents, we have many resources available for parents. So you have your own username and password, and you are able to change that to your own password through our platforms, and that explains it on that sheet that you received. You also have the community portal where you can access accounts, reports of your students and various other bits and pieces. You can also update your contact information. We have MLink, our learning management system, where parents can log in and view how students are doing in their subjects. We have continuous reporting here, where you are able to access results at any point throughout the semester. So as soon as your son and daughter complete an assessment task, within 2 weeks the results of that assessment task will be online for you to view. So there will be a result and a teacher comment. And the teacher comment will reflect on how well your son or daughter has performed in that task and how they can improve into the future. So it will provide many valuable discussion points around the dinner table, no doubt. And also, MLink is used with a calendar, uses the calendar function very well, where you can see main school events. Okay, the last thing I would like to speak to you about is the app, which is available in the App Store, the MLink app. You can download that on your iPhone or Android or iPad, and that provides quick and easy access. So if you want to quickly log in and see, I want to see what my son and daughter's lessons are for tomorrow, you can quickly see that. You can see their homework, you can see what tasks are due. Okay, that's all from me. I warmly welcome you again, and I look forward to working with all your sons and daughters next year. Thank you.
Tonight it's very important to hear from two students who have actually travelled the journey and walked the road to Emmaus this year during 2020. It is with great pleasure I introduce to you Misha Dutoit and Daniel Murillo Morales, who will talk about their journey at Emmaus coming from primary school into the secondary school.
Hi, my name is Misha. When I first started the year at Emmaus, I was beyond excited to start my journey in high school. Everything was new to me, so I was of course very nervous, but I felt welcomed by the community, which made me feel more at home. Starting high school was something that I had imagined doing since I had visited Emmaus for the first time. So when I arrived at the campus on my first official day of Year 7, it was a very surreal and exhilarating moment for me. I had been told by many people that time would fly by, but I didn't realise just how quickly they truly meant. Initially, everything did take some time getting used to. There were a lot of differences, like I expected, but nothing that wasn't manageable. Before I knew it, going to high school every day became normal. I became comfortable around my classmates, made great friends, and I grew accustomed to the daily routine. However, the normal that I had come to know in the first term was completely shattered when we were told that we wouldn't be returning to school for the majority of Term 2. As a Year 7 student that was relatively new to Emmaus, I thought that online schooling would make me become disconnected from my new friends and the school community. I couldn't have been more wrong. Online learning continued for 2 terms, and over that time, the support and guidance that Emmaus offered was incredibly helpful, and by the time I returned to school, I felt more connected to my friends, peers, and the school community than I ever had before. The past few months have shown just how strong the community at Emmaus truly is. This year has been far from ideal, and the unexpected seemed to be around every corner. But the Emmaus community was always there to offer assistance if we ever needed it. During online schooling, there was constant communication and interaction between students, teachers, and peers, which gave me more enthusiasm about learning online, and the transition back to school was made simple for us. When I returned, it felt like I had never been gone in the first place. I haven't been at Emmaus for a very long time yet, but I can tell you that it is really starting to feel like home.
Hi, my name is Daniel, and Year 7 was an amazing year, where I learned the ins and outs of Emmaus College. In my first year at Emmaus, I took part in many extracurricular activities, such as debating, junior soul band, and swimming. Here, I made many new friends that I'll remember forever. Here at Emmaus, we are proud of making sure that all students are included, whether that be a math class or lunchtime sport. As a new Year 7, I was nervous about being at a new school and knowing hardly anyone, but thanks to the Year 7 orientation camp and the swimming and athletics carnivals, I managed to gather some courage and talk to others, creating long-lasting friendships. A common saying that perfectly describes academic subjects is the more effort you put in, the more you get out of it. I started the year with 2 goals in mind: make friends and try our absolute best in every subject. Because of this, I now have very little homework and lots of time to spend with my newfound friends. To all the soon-to-be Year 7s, try out for as many positions, bands, and sport teams as you possibly can, because you never know, one may become your new favorite hobby, just as they did mine. Thank you for listening, and as a warning to parents, your son or daughter will grow immensely, so be careful when buying your uniform. By the way, Mum, if you're listening, can you buy me a new blazer, because mine's short at the arms? Thank you.
Our college registrar, Miss Alison Alberico, who many of you have met and talked with, over recent months, has sent information out to you both in September with a lot of information regarding buses, etc. And there is another pack being sent today. So you'll receive that in the post in the very near future. In regards to buses, each of our families have sent back their information regarding need for buses for next year. If you have any queries at any time regarding our charter buses or any amendments you would like to make regarding buses, please don't hesitate to contact Ms Denise Hickey, who's our college cashier here at the college. All information regarding book lists will be on our website, but you will also have hard copy information in the information pack that was posted today. So you had the option of purchasing books new from Campion, who is our book list supplier, but you also have the opportunity to purchase second-hand books. On the college website, if you go to Learning and then you go to Book List, you'll see the relevant books that you can purchase second-hand. It is very important when purchasing a second-hand book that you purchase the right edition, and if you are needing an e-book, make sure whether or not you are paying for that from the family you are purchasing from. There is an Emmaus buy, swap and sell site for second-hand books. That is there so parents can transact books between them. It is run by parents, not by the college. So please make sure that all the details regarding the books you need and what you are prepared to sell yourselves if you have older children here at Emmaus are all provided on that Facebook page for our parents. So again, any queries regarding books, don't hesitate to contact the college and we can assist you with that. One of the big factors of next year, on February the 8th, your sons and daughters will go to camp. So the Year 7 camp is a 3-day camp, 2 nights, held at Rawson Village in East Gippsland. On February 8th, Monday, February the 8th, students who are in Shavon House and Moore House will depart and go to Rawson. Students who are in Colin and Rice will depart on Wednesday the 10th through to Friday the 12th. This camp is a great opportunity for your sons and daughters to get to meet peers that they may have met for the first time a couple of weeks earlier, but also to consolidate those friendships with each other. The relevant staff and the important staff who are spending most of the time with your son and daughter will also be on that camp. Whilst they're at Rawson, they'll have a chance to undertake kayaking on the Thompson River, 4-wheel driving through the hills around Rawson and Walhalla. There's an amazing race through Walhalla, there's climbing walls, there's very much, there are many activities that your sons and daughters can participate in and have a really good 3 days away. So all that information again will be supplied to you and you'll be hearing from me prior to the camp regarding permissions, etc. But we look forward to your sons and daughters having a wonderful camp beginning on February the 8th next year. Yeah. I'm currently standing outside our lovely Galilee Centre here at the top of our bus bays, and our uniform shop, which is directly behind me, which we'll take you to in a moment, has just been relocated for easy access to our parents, and then currently it's open on Thursdays by appointment, so Thursday afternoons. We would hope with the easing of restrictions that those times become more regular, okay, and more numerous, so our parents can come in and actually see what second-hand uniform we've got available to you. Uniform, of course, can be purchased through Lowe's at Knox City, and all that information has been supplied to you. Let's go over to the uniform shop and have a look. Our Year 7 student leaders will now show the different types of uniform that we have here at Emmaus for the different times of the year. Starting with Harry and Annabelle, who will model our winter uniform. So you'll see that Harry's wearing shorts. Our young men can wear shorts or long pants with their winter uniform. Both Annabelle and Harry have ties. So ties are a compulsory part of winter uniform, and the blazer, of course, is compulsory during terms 2 and 3. Students can wear their blazer during term 1 and 4, but it is optional whether or not they wear it during those times. But importantly, the blazer is the outer garment. So the school jumper is never the outer garment to and from the college. Thank you, Harry and Annabelle. And here we have Misha and Daniel, who are going to model our summer uniform. So you see that Misha and Daniel are both wearing the college blazer. They both had their school, middle school leader badges on as well, which is fantastic, and have done a great job this year as our middle school leaders. Daniel's wearing a white shirt, which is short sleeved with that, and he's got a Emmaus on the collar, so there's a little Emmaus on the collar of his shirt, and Misha's in the summer dress. So again, students do not have to wear a blazer to and from school for the summer period, so terms 1 and terms 4. But if it is cold, then the blazer is a garment to be worn as the exterior garment rather than the jumper or the spicer jacket. And Daniel's wearing the college grey socks, and Misha's got the blue socks for girls. So well done, and thank you, Daniel and Misha. So now we have Riley and Samara, who will model the college PE and sport uniform. Samara is wearing our spicer jacket, which all students can purchase, and they can wear the spicer jacket to and from school in inclement weather. It's important though that the spicer jacket doesn't replace the blazer. It is not a blazer alternative. Both students are wearing shorts. Tracksuit pants are also an option during colder weather, so you can purchase tracksuit pants. Samara will just take off her spicer jacket, and you'll see there's also a rugby top that students can have for colder days with PE. It's important we don't mix and match uniforms, so we don't have our rugby top over our school uniform. It is just jumper and blazer with our school uniform. The rugby top is there for PE and sport only. And when the students are playing PE and sport away from school, Year 7s will do inter-school sport in semester 2 next year. They'll wear the blue tops and represent the college all in the same uniform. So thank you very much, Samara and Riley. And the motorbike. We also have the house PE uniform, which Isabella and Owen are going to show us now. So Owen is in Chevron House, so his shirt is red. Isabella's in Rice and her shirt is green. So students will purchase both a college PE shirt and the house shirt. And during days when they have a double PE, they can wear their uniform to and from school, so we don't change anymore at school. If there's a double period of PE during the day, they can be in their PE uniform for the entire day. And we would recommend that students, when they have PE, bring both shirts to school, wear either the college or the house shirt, and bring the other one. So if it is a warm day, they can change for the rest of the day and be comfortable with that. But it's fantastic for house carnivals, so we know exactly that Owen's in Chevron and Isabella's in Rice. And when we will now have next year in 2021, 3 year levels with house shirts, so it creates a great sense of identity across our houses. And the rest of the house PE uniform is the same as the college PE uniform with the shorts, etc. So thank you very much, Owen and Isabella.
Well, that concludes our Year 7 2021 information session. Again, sorry you can't be here on site, but hopefully you've got enough information to get you started for that important transition process. And to our Year 7 students for next year, we are making a special video for you, and that will be out in the next few days. So today, this video has been mainly focused on mums and dads and all the nuts and bolts about starting Year 7. We'll have one especially for you, and we have our Year 7 and Year 8 student leaders making that for you. And that will be out in a few days. We'll let you know. So thanks for watching tonight, and we look forward to seeing you at Emmaus College.